Hello, everyone. It's an honor to be here. I want to thank the leaders at Postech for having me and MEGAZONE Cloud participate and present in this special event. I prepared today's session with the title of Work, Live, and Grow with Digital Transformation. Most of us heard about the term digital transformation, but it's often vague and ambiguous, so that its implications are underestimated. I try sharing a few examples today and talk about the digital industry that I'm working in and see whether we could feel closer to the digital transformation and find more value from it. Let's first start with our transformation in daily lives. I'm gonna describe something and ask you to picture it in your head. You have this little object, and as you approach it and give it a gentle rub and ask for anything you want, I literally mean anything you need in this world, a kind, odd-looking man appears and makes the delivery. That's without an error, that's without a delay, and in the shape and features that's closest to your asking. Did you picture the Aladdin's lamp and genie? I did too. However, what I described was my 15-year-old daughter's version of Amazon.com. If you live in Korea, that's Coupang.com. It's amazing to think that 5 years ago, this story may not have made sense to more than half of us here, as the Coupang rocket delivery and Market Curly early bird delivery started just about 2.5 years ago. This fairy tale story has permeated into our daily lives so that we take it for granted. Such disruption, which is far beyond transformation, was powered by the advancement of technology, emergence of cloud computing, and modernization of software. The similar changes are happening in other parts of our lives. 3 years ago, most of us were grabbing taxis off the street. Now, everyone is looking at the mobile phone while the empty cabs are sitting right in front of them. Buying tickets for the train, buses, airplanes, and even renting the kickboards and bikes became a part of this mobility app and driving our convenience to the extreme. What about the socializing over the food? When was the last time you had your entire team or co-workers gathered in the restaurant and had a famous Korean barbecue over soju? In contrast, when was the last time you looked up an app to deliver your favorite food to office, home, or anywhere you have a table? Moms, dads, grandmas, and granddads are also using the app to eat, chat, and eventually getting used to this transformation in our lifestyle. Over the past few months, Korea was a hot topic of the world, thanks to the overwhelming success of Squid Game. I believe most of you watched it, and it featured a couple of locally well-known actors and a number of new names, even to the Korean audiences. And it was a story about a group of desperate people and not so bright side of a human nature and the imagination of cruel and fatal games which were beyond the norm. It was launched during the Korean Chuseok holidays, and most local viewers watched the first episode and ended up finishing the entire series in a day or two. And a week after the launch, it became the first original content which ranked number 1 across all countries. It plays themselves in the same caliber as some of the leading programs from Hollywood and European market, which had far greater bases of loyal audiences. The actors and actresses from the Squid Game immediately became the global celebrities. And people started to ask the Korean contents beyond K-pops and BTS. However, less than 2 months later, that record-breaking outcome was topped by another content from Korea. It was Hellbound. Another local production reached the number one in only 2 days after its launch. That's only 2 days. The founder of Amazon, Jeff Bezos, also had compliments to this amazing high outcome, highlighting the difficulties of true globalization and how Netflix has delivered on it. How did such a small-scale investment, not from Hollywood, but from Korea and Asia, invite the audiences of all generations through a single channel of distribution? The answer lies in the customer expectation and experience transformation. It also resulted in Netflix occupying 37% of the entire internet traffic. Cloud enabled the fast global expansion, reaching the audiences across 190 countries in minutes, with updates as needed. Cloud and digital transformed Netflix business model and gave all of us new experience and contents from all over the world, whether we sit in our living room or on mobile. It transformed how we consume the entertainment and media. Let's move on to the changes at work. More frequently than ever, we feel the influence of the digital working, especially under this pandemic. The fact that I am currently quarantined after my business trip to the US and still work with my team, communicate with the event staffs, and virtually participate in this event is a good example. MEGAZONE's cloud journey started in 2012, and at the time, we went to the customers and shared a presentation with the pictures of sky and beautiful cloud shots to explain that the cloud and technology means the computing resource access from the remote locations. Very soon, the customers started to ask us whether cloud was cheaper, faster, or easier, and quickly identify the areas where this transforming agent could be applied to their businesses. Since then, cloud has continuously evolved, adding many technology solutions and services to its offering. Business demand has also shifted into data, AI, and machine learning, and eventually returning back into building better digital services for their customers faster. We work with a number of startups, mid-sized companies, and large enterprises to help their businesses through the adoption of the latest and the greatest technology. We are genuinely interested in understanding how companies start, grow, and operate better in this digital era and helping them with many innovative leaders in the industry. As we carefully listen to our customers, the asks for data, analytics, and AI grew much bigger over the last few years. Of the 10 top trends in data and analytics in 2021, the first two are the artificial intelligence and composable business analytics. Starting from making AI smarter, more compact, and applicable to all of our work areas, the focus has shifted into making the technology more secure, transparent, and robust so that it can become a key part of the mainstream use cases. Last year, we had an opportunity to work with Kia Motors in order to improve their customer experience, and the key technology used was artificial intelligence. Let us watch the collaboration and outcome in the next video.
기아 자동차는 매년 수많은 차량 구매자들에게 책자로 된 차량 설명서를 배포합니다. 2019년도 한 해에만 전 세계에 270만 권 이상의 차량 설명서가 8개 대륙, 218개 국가에 30개의 언어로 번역돼 배포됐는데요. 차량 구매자들이 책자로 된 매뉴얼을 잘 보지 않으며 책자의 내용이 방대해서 정작 매뉴얼이 필요할 때 원하는 내용을 찾기가 힘들다는 것이었습니다. 그래서 기아 자동차는 고객들에게 더 나은 매뉴얼 서비스를 제공하기 위해 2017년 AR 방식의 오너스 매뉴얼을 도입했습니다. 사용자가 차량 내 기준 형상을 인식시키면 앱에서 해당 기능 위에 아이콘을 합성시켜서 사용법을 안내해주는 방식인데요. 이런 상대 좌표 방식의 AR 가이드는 같은 차종이어도 옵션이 다를 경우 매번 새로운 상대 좌표 입력이 필요하다는 문제가 있었습니다. 기아 자동차는 이러한 문제점을 해결하고자 반복 작업이 불필요하고 또 심볼의 위치가 상관없는 방식을 고민했고 그 결과 AI 이미지 인식 방식의 차량 설명서인 새로운 오너스 매뉴얼 앱을 개발하게 됐습니다. 새로워진 오너스 매뉴얼 앱은 심볼 인식 AI를 통해 위치나 반사각, 조명 상태 등 고객의 상황과 상관없이 심볼을 인식하고 명칭과 작동법을 확인할 수 있도록 개발됐습니다. 이를 통해 차종과 옵션에 따라 달라지는 심볼 위치와 무관하게 사용이 가능해서 이 차종별 매뉴얼 제작의 수고가 대폭 줄어든다는 장점이 있습니다. 메가존 AI 센터는 모바일 환경에 최적화된 심볼 인식, 딥러닝 모델을 개발했는데요. 하나의 심볼 학습에 최대 10,000장의 고품질 이미지가 사용됐으며 업계 최고 수준의 3D 렌더링 기술을 통해서 이 차종별 약 25만 장의 고품질 이미지 데이터를 확보할 수 있었습니다. 3D 모델링된 차량의 실내에 가상 카메라를 심어서 적절한 구도와 다양한 환경의 이미지를 만들게 되는데요. 이러한 방식을 통해 실제 촬영에 물리적인 제약을 받지 않고 학습에 필요한 대규모 고품질 이미지를 단시간에 구축할 수 있었습니다. 메가존 AI 센터는 이러한 학습 과정을 완성하기 위해 머신러닝 파이프라인 솔루션, 하이퍼 인퍼런스를 자체 개발했습니다. 하이퍼 인퍼런스를 통해 머신러닝 프로젝트에 사용되는 데이터셋, 실험, 평가 등의 효과적인 관리가 가능했으며 특히 모바일에 최적화된 고성능 AI 모델을 전 세계의 사용자에게 온라인으로 쉽게 배포했고 또 오프라인 환경에서도 문제없이 심볼을 인식, 또 동작되도록 설계할 수 있었습니다.
The final topic is about growth. I personally think it is the most important driver for us as individuals and as business. Digital transformation became a key agenda because many people found ways to use it for growing either revenue, productivity, or performance. The creativity mixed with a passion for growth and technology produced many successful digital native companies and innovative startups. It also challenged the industry boundaries and empowered new possibilities for everyone. This increasing demand resulted in the significant growth for cloud consumption, averaging 30+% annual growth over the last 5+ years, exceeding the forecast by large margins. Working with the business customers and helping their digital transformation, MEGAZONE Cloud has also grown into 1,200 employees, with 7 countries in operation and more than 4,000 customers. We started as a cloud managed service provider and expanded into the suite of technology foundation offerings in multi-cloud, hybrid cloud, and the complementary softwares. Then, embracing the evolving customer demands, our offerings expanded into data analytics, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. And from this year, we're solving the customer's business requirements with software as a service or cloud native applications. These offering growth are solely based on a number of customers hoping to maximize their growth with digital technology. The same motivation, or much stronger ones, are found in the world of sports. I have a high respect for Dr. Kim and the team in AIX graduate program in Postech, focused on making the impact for the professional athletes as well as the daily exercisers like myself by leveraging technology. Let's watch the next video and learn about the athletes' transformation in the training process and how digital technology is contributing to their growth.
It's the most successful Olympic sport.
We're looking at what's it going to take to win, not just in Paris in 2024, but also in 2032 in Brisbane. We had a lot of data, but we weren't maximising that. And now the data is starting to talk to each other.
We can see what we need to do in terms of overall skills, whether that's starts and turns, how they pace the race, but we can also get the stroke mechanics. That bit is the key. That tells us the focus area when the coaches come back into training.
It's about pulling training evidence and combining it with machine learning and AI to develop an individualised bespoke program around the individual swimmer. Australia in sport in general has always been at the forefront of science. Information, data and knowledge is power.
In digital and cloud industry, we say there are three core drivers for the successful business transformation. The first is the agile culture, which enables the fast execution of ideas and frequent minimum risk failures. It allows for the persistent growth and the ability to pivot quickly in this dynamic but fast changing market. Second is the technical competency, such as serverless, making the trial and error cost effective and reducing the gap between the business requirement and the technology solutions. The last is the integration of processes, represented by DevOps. It is a combined word of development and operation, and now further evolving into the DevSecOps, adding security, or MLOps with machine learning. From these three key success factors for business, I also find a surprising similarity with today's topic of presentation. We started by asking how the digital transformation is impacting the life, work, and growth for us as individuals. And now we find the same principles applying to the world of business. I hope that some of today's examples give you a better look into the digital transformation in the working. And once again, sincere thanks and respect for everyone at Postech who's driving the innovation in all areas of science and research. MEGAZONE Cloud will continue to work with the industry leaders, academia, and the digital ecosystem to help everyone to start, grow, and operate their businesses better. And I hope all of you can also use the transformation for your own personal and professional benefit. Thank you very much for listening, and I look forward to personally meeting you very soon.